Hey guys, how's it going? Okay, no, I'm not actually driving. I've stopped. Like I said, must be safe always. Anyway, on basic fakery and this whole Avi Yemini and Jim Jeffries thing. Now I have been going on and off about this basically for the last couple of weeks, or week since it happened. Mainly because it kind of highlights the fact that there are a lot of people out there who will massively edit, chop and change a whole lot of things to suit their narrative. And I believe Jim Jeffries, though he's on Comedy Central and will try and play it off as, a lot of things were just a joke, the impressions that a lot of people get and the actual damage to a person's name once it's out there, I mean, fair enough, you're in the public eye, and Avi's put himself out there, so he's opened himself up to criticism, but then so has Jim Jeffries, and so has Comedy Central, and for the most part, so have I. So I've had people who've come onto my feed and posted things on my stuff, and they've posted not nice things. But then, when I've asked them, can you clarify a few things, like say, I don't know what I'm talking about and I'm talking shit, and I'm going, well, can you clarify which part that you think is crap and that I'm talking shit about? And that's the thing. They didn't come back to me. Granted, I saw it a couple of days afterwards, but that's the thing, though. If they can't exactly say what it is that I'm talking crap about, then I can't answer that. I can't say yes or no whether I am talking crap or not. The other thing is, a lot of things are opinions and people's thoughts, and you can't say that somebody's wrong in their opinions and thoughts. Well, you can, but that is accumulation of a lot of things that they've been through, their own point of view, their own personal experience. And to deny somebody their own personal experience, like, I haven't done a deep dive into Avi Yemini, I have to admit that. From what I'm just going off basically what he's said, the actions that I've seen. But he seems to be a kind of forthright guy. You can check out his information, all like in the full length stuff of his. But on the fakery bit, it's pretty low that someone would cut up a whole lot of footage to make a person look bad after they've explicitly promised that they wouldn't do it. And then they're trying to use the silence. They're not even answering, the cries of, what's going on. I want you to tell me, apologize, retract what you've said, put it out there. They're just leaving a lot of his stuff out there, and then they've called the FBI on this guy, which is pretty. I mean, Jim Jeffries, seriously, un-Australian, mate. Not good. Not having a fair go or anything. And then hiding behind Comedy Central, big corporations, executives, and all that sort of stuff. It's a lot of these things come back and bite you. The internet is out there. A lot of things that people put out there will not disappear. You might be able to delete it and stuff like that, but a lot of things just genuinely won't disappear. And you got to remember that. So all these people that put a lot of shit out there, yeah, you can change your mind later on with more information, and that's a good thing. But the other thing is that, be aware that people will fake you out. They will edit, twist things around, trying to make themselves look like to be the good guys. I mean, being a person who's also had other people twist, edit, and change a lot of things to try and prove that they're right, that they're the innocent party, it's a really difficult thing. And if you haven't had he had the foresight of actually taping like a whole 2+ hours of the interview, which was cut down to, a few minutes. And he was able to show that. So I don't know where he goes from there, because things like, defamation of character and stuff like that. It is an interesting thing, but fakery, we get that a lot, particularly in the BDSM world. A lot of people will rely on the fact that they put up a really good face on the internet. And a lot of what they say on the net and in their posts is not really them in real life, or is only them for a very short time. And a lot of predators will rely on that. They'll do things like change their name, move interstate. They'll go really quiet, like Jim Jeffries has. They'll go quiet, move interstate, or do something, and hopefully it'll go away. In a lot of cases, it does, because they do rely on the fact that, you know, the news cycle is out there. And I know in particular in the community, it's like maybe if you're quiet for maybe 3 months, and not doing anything, and you've removed yourself, then in general they'll come back, or they'll sneak in some way. And a lot of these predators hurt a lot of people. And there's a lot of people I know who try and help a lot of new people, but ultimately the decision is up to the individual whether they engage in these, in you know, with these people or not. And we've I've talked to some and said, look, you know, you do realize you're in a vulnerable stage because you've just discovered you're going through what they call frenzy. Doms and subs go through it. It's kind of like new relationship energy, where, you know, it's all about the excitement, the thrill, and they will use that against you. They will use it to influence you and make you want more. And I tell people, and they don't believe me, but I tell people it is like a drug. There's some people that are addicted to BDSM. It's not a part of their life. Well, it is a part of their life in a sense that it's there, but it's not a holistic part of their life. It's like I said, a drug, because engaging in some of the activities will put you in a state where you're highly suggestible, where the happy drugs in your brain get fired off, and you'll constantly be looking for that. So I caution a lot of people to just be aware that this will happen, and not many people I know have escaped the introduction into the community unscathed. So there is that. So beware of fakery. Check out and do a deep dive into, you know, basically, you know, Avi and Jim Jeffries and all that. And to me, Jim Jeffries is being wholly un-Australian, not given a fair go, not sort of, you know, saying, hey, look, mate, yeah, I did something really stupid. Yeah, I promised you one thing and I gave you another. Not only that, but I did it publicly, all over the US. So now that there's I mean, and there's no reason for it. I don't even know why he would do something like that. You know, a little bit of mocking and joking around with people, you know, in a general interview, yeah, that's fine. You know, we do it all the time. We're Australian. It happens. But for no real reason that I could see, unless Jim Jeffries had a personal vendetta against Avi, yeah, it's just bizarre. But then, you know, a lot of things that are very weird are happening. Australian politics, classic. But yeah, make sure it passes the pub test when you look at anything. Don't just take it. You can take things at face value, but then look a little deeper into what they're saying. Look at what they're not saying. Look at the people they're hanging around with. Look at what is going on. What are they trying to divert your attention from? I mean, Donald Trump does this a lot. He'll put out a tweet and people lose their minds. And then he'll sneak something in that you guys didn't really like. It happens here too. Quite a few parties are quite adept at accusing people of things and betrayals and misconduct. That's a favour on misconduct, when they have actually had many people in their own party who have done the same thing. They just like to hide it, and they have more practice at hiding it, which I don't think is a good idea or a good thing, to have people in Parliament who can and will do that. And not only that, but with, you know, they feel like they have a right to do it. So, anyway, that's a bit of a serious topic, particularly leading into a long weekend. Whew, Easter long weekend. Going to kick it off with dinner with some people and a show, Mormons the Musical. I'll start off on a light note, but then I'll be busy as on the weekend. Again, no real holidays. So, you guys have a good Easter weekend, long weekend. No, I'm not heavily Catholic, but, you know, public holidays, time off work, get to chill, relax, kind of. And you guys look after each other, and look out for a lot of people that say one thing and do another. Like, the actions and their motives and their voice, their words don't mix. They don't mix well together. They're very confusing. So, have fun this weekend. Eat lots of chocolate. Anyways, see you guys later. Bye. See you, Pete.